Hey guys and gals, MB-EX-2 challenge mode. So this one just makes the enemy elite sniper prisoners invisible. That is the map, and I made a couple of modifications from my first video. I did have a lot of trouble getting this to work with only 3-star units. I don't know why. So what I've done is I've upgraded a couple of my 3s to 4s, substituting for hopefully easy to get operators for you guys. So Mur and Gavial for our healers, Cora and Gummy for our tanks. You don't particularly need, I could probably truthfully drop Gummy back down to somebody else, but I'm bringing Gummy skill 2 just to boost her tankiness. Now that said, we want 2 2-block vanguards, a slower if you are using a low star team, 1 fairly high damage single target sniper, 1 single target arts damage dealer. So I'm not bringing Armia because my Armia is quite a high level, so I'm bringing Steward instead, but obviously you guys can bring Armia, Haze, bring Ifrit. Ifrit does quite well on this map. Melantha. Basically, I'm bringing Melantha for her versatility. I'm not really keen to suggest a replacement for Melantha, just basically because of how good she works. An AoE arts damage dealer, an AoE physical damage dealer. You can replace Catapult with even Shuriyuki if you like, skill 2. Basically because her auto attack is physical. It's just a skill which is arts, so it's not a huge issue. And obviously 2 tanks. Now Cora's really good for this because her second skill, her skill 2, increases her block rate. So, her block number, sorry. So she blocks 4 instead of 3. So that tends to be really helpful in this. Now, as you see, we have a stealthy sniper in the middle, so we're going to deploy Melantha nice and early to take care of him. That said, now we're just going to deploy our vanguards, and once Melantha is done dealing with him, we are going to yank her straight back out because we need her pretty much straight off the cooldown. So now we're going to deploy our Carouse up the top, our very angry bunny, and we are going to deploy our single target arts damage dealer down the bottom here. Next up will be our healers. So one facing north, and the other one is going to be in a slightly different spot. Waiting for those deployment points. So our second healer is going to be here. Fast forward a little bit for you guys, and now we are going to be deploying in Melantha as soon as she is ready. Because we want her skill charging nice and quick. Next up after this, we're deploying our AoE arts damage dealer right here. And now these 2 guys are what we're looking for as far as when to replace our vanguards. That is just in case something leaks through. So I'm actually just going to use Lava's skill nice and early just to help get rid of these guys nice and quick. Or as quick as we can. So what I want to do is, as soon as they're dying, we're just sort of replacing as we go. So I'm actually going to hold a little bit for that skill, and now I'm going to replace this bottom tank with Gummy and the top tank with Cora. So Cora up here for the extra block. So now I want to use Melantha's skill. I was very slow on that. I should have activated that skill a lot sooner than I did, and I'm sorry. Because I want to get Orchid in here, and I should have done it a hell of a lot sooner than I did. Alright, so Orchid is going to stay here until she dies. She's working overtime today, ladies and gents. That is because we're going to have another sniper come out of here, and there he is. And I want him delayed as long as humanly possible. So as you can see, now we're just starting to get this really bad big block here. Okay, there goes the first lot of chains. Orchid has gone down, but that's not an issue. But when this guy breaks his chains, he activates everything, and these pitchfork guys are going to run absolutely rampant. So we really, really, really want to get on top of those flashlights as soon as humanly possible. Now, the reason I've actually put Gavial up the top here is because Gavial's a particularly tanky healer. And you need to understand that this sniper is just going to be whacking Gavial all day until he gets close enough to attack. It'll be this Floodlight first, and then Cora. So you need a healer here that can sort of stand their own ground. That said, when I unpause, I'm going to use Cora's skill straight away. So Cora's skill, I'm going to deploy Catapult here, and then I'm going to use Gummy's skill. And that takes all the trouble off the healers, because as you can see, Gavial's getting wailed on. It's not ideal. So this guy has lost his shackles again, but that's not a problem. So when this hit, there he goes. So now I'm going to use that Floodlight again, and that is once again going to take all of the onus off my healers. And now it's just a matter of replacing operators who you don't need anymore. So I obviously don't need Gummy, but I mean, I don't really have anybody else I can replace anything with, so. And that's it, guys. It is a bit hairy, but you really just have to sort of pace yourself, get those deployments and skill uses in at the right point. As I said, having Cora up the top here so she can block extra 10s to stop leaks. Obviously, I'm using low star operators. You guys may be using higher star operators, so that will counteract how much pressure is put on your tanks. But I hope that helps, guys. If it did, please like, please subscribe, and please check out my Twitch. And I hope you guys tune in for the next video.